Hi, my name is Gianna Nicoletti, and I'm a nursing student in Indiana State University. I'm doing this project for my community health class, and my topic is gestational diabetes. So, what population would be at risk for gestational diabetes? I would say pregnant women. During pregnancy, they normally would have blood test between 24 week and 28 week to test their blood sugar. If their blood sugar is high, that means they probably have gestational diabetes. So the learning objectives are we should be able to define gestational diabetes, identify the cause and symptoms, the risk factors and complications, and how to prevent gestational diabetes, how to manage and get treated if you do have one, and the knowledge of available resources. Now please pause the video and click the link down below in the description box to take a pre-test, just to test your knowledge, see how much you know before we can move forward. We start with the introduction. So, gestational diabetes is one type of diabetes only occurs to women during pregnancy. Doesn't matter if they had a history of diabetes or not. We have roughly 2 to 10% of pregnant women being diagnosed with gestational diabetes each year. So it's very important to know how to manage gestational diabetes so we can have healthy moms and babies. So what causes gestational diabetes? During pregnancy, the body reduces the ability to take up insulin. Insulin is very important for the body because it's produced by pancreas. It's a hormone that transfers blood glucose into the cells for energy in the body. Because of the hormone weight and other stuff, like all of the changes in the body during pregnancy, pregnant women tend to develop insulin resistance. Therefore, gestational diabetes occurs. So people always overlook because there's no signs or symptoms for this disease. You get an increased thirst, or you might go to the bathroom more often, but people always think that's because of the pregnancies. And what are the risk factors? Overweight or obesity can increase the risk for gestational diabetes. And also physical inactivities. That's another risk for gestational diabetes. If you have the history of polycystic ovary syndrome, that also increases the chance for gestational diabetes. And the family history of diabetes, especially if someone from your immediate family. And if you had a birth with a baby weight over 9 pounds in the past. African Americans, American Indians, Hispanic, and Asian Americans are at a higher risk for gestational diabetes. The risk for developing gestational diabetes increases to someone who already had a insulin resistance before even get pregnant. So, what are the complications? The complications can be so severe, so that's why it's so important to get detected early or get treated early if you actually have the disease. Gestational diabetes may cause early labor or preterm birth. The baby with excessive weight, such as larger than 9 pounds, it will cause the delivery difficulties. Gestational diabetes can cause the baby to have low blood sugar or born with breathing difficulties, even seizures if it's severe. Most mothers return to the normal blood sugar after pregnancy, but there are some of them develop diabetes type 2 in later time. Gestational diabetes also can cause diabetes type 2 and obesity in both mothers and babies. If leave this disease untreated, it can cause stillbirth of baby, or some baby died right after birth. Gestational diabetes can lead to high blood pressure and preeclampsia for the moms. Some moms might have to have a C-section because the babies are too big. And also the history of this disease increases the risk to have it again in the future pregnancies. So it's very important for us to know how to prevent. Healthy diet is the key, such as eat food high in fiber and limit saturated or trans fat. At least 3 servings of fruits and vegetables, whole grains. Eat small meals throughout the day. Be physical active. Exercise prior and during pregnancy can lower the risk for gestational diabetes. Try to do moderate exercise for like 30 minutes most days of the week, such as biking, swimming, brisk walking. Of course, if you're pregnant, you try to take it a little bit easy than normal workout. Maintain healthy weight. Plan to lose extra weight before get pregnant. Try not to gain too much weight in like a very short period of time, because it can increase the risk for gestational diabetes. Make sure to get a blood test for gestational diabetes screening between 24-week to 28-week of pregnancy. So the management and the treatment would be keep up with all the prenatal appointments to keep track on the baby's growth and development, and follow the diet plan recommended by doctor and dietitians to maintain the healthy pregnancy. Check your blood sugar on a regular basis, and also take insulin or oral medication such as metformin. We also have a lot of available resources. Here we have Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, basically CDC. That's a good resources we can use. And also American Diabetes Association. You can get online, there's a lot of information on there. And also Association of Diabetes Care Education Specialists. Also, there's handouts available if you're interested to get more information. Now, please pause the video and take a post-test. You can just click the link down below in the description box to see how much you have learned from this video. Thank you. Here are just the references I got information from. Thank you so much for listening.